Okay, so guys, um, yeah, how do I explain this all? Hmm. So this is I'm going to try to introduce you guys to the next video, but in order to do that, I found out more. I know these things for weeks, but you need to translate it into a video, and it's not that easy to translate your thoughts into a video. I did over that sequence with all those words about Euclid and Ptolemy and Plato, guys. I rearranged that for 4 times, I believe. It is not that easy to translate your ideas into a video that is going to be accepted by everyone. And then the end product, guys, the silo, just a stupid silo of, or what is going to be the start of the mystery. Yeah, it is going to be the start of the mystery, guys, because I know more, but yeah, I need to do a lot of work, guys, um, of going into the game, making a video of it, and to use it. When it is not good enough, you need to do it all over, and it can take days, weeks, even. Yeah, not weeks, days. Days. You need to find a time to make it, and it can take days to make it. I For this I think I worked 4 or 5 days. Yeah, something like that. Changing back again. Is it the right music? Let's try another piece of music. Yeah, it's not that easy. World War Z soundtrack is actually perfect for that video. Um, so I showed you the perspective of her. She's looking at the solution, right? She tells you some look to the left, some look to the right, but the answer is right in front of us. So us is her. It's her perspective. It's about perspective. You know, it comes back a lot of different times, guys. Perspective. XYZ's perspective. Um, Even that one, that Egg of Life maze bank fountain, it makes some kind of a map. I think it's a blueprint, but yeah, I think it's a blueprint. So it shows you geometrical shapes. It's direction, actually. It's direction, it's perspective. It's from above. It's back again perspective. The eye on the mural, guys, is above. You look down at the mystery. You look down. You need to start at the egg, like I showed you. The line is connected with the egg. And the egg means actually the infinite debate that you have about the chicken of the egg. What came first, guys? We don't know. That's the eternal circle, the eternal number 8, which comes back at that fountain, guys. I showed you, I think, time ago about that 8 that comes back. Um, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you got the egg of life, and then you got another fountain. When you look from above, guys, it forms a tree. There's a tree designed. If you mirror that tree, it forms an. If you look, guys, it forms an 8. It forms an 8. So that's again that eternal debate that you have, and it is beautiful that they think of words and ideas and they can translate it. You just need to find it, guys. That's it. So that places eternal debate of what came first. That fountain is going to be important, guys. It is going to be amazing important, really. And I think it comes back at the hippie camp, but I don't have that much. Yeah, I have proof, but going in circles, guys. Look, I talked about the cube and the hexagon and religion, guys. Now, Nonstop FM, that one talk show radio, not talk show, that one radio station, guys. It has a cube as a logo. Yeah. There's a song, Living in a Box. Living in a cardboard box, homeless people. Living in a box, homeless people have no direction, have no perspective, right? Living in a box, and then he sings, going in circles. You know, they are smart, Rockstar. They're really smart. And yeah, it's basically what this mystery is about. You're going in circles so you can't solve it. Because they show you aliens, you think of aliens, it is all in your mind. This is again the idea of Plato. That whole ultra scam, guys, is a homage to Plato. I want to explain that to you. I'm going to explain that right now. But maybe first, yeah, if you think of an alien, guys, if I say alien, you think of alien, right? If you see an alien, you see aliens. You think of aliens, you cannot think of something else when you see the image of an alien, right? So that's why it is so popular within this community that it is about aliens. It's not going to be about aliens, probably the real aliens. When you put it rationally, you haven't seen aliens. You haven't seen aliens, only Michael sees aliens, and then when he sees aliens, it's happening in a dream state. You don't really see them because he's hallucinating, he's under the influence of a drug. And in that 1 second mission, he falls, so he's trying to escape. Yeah, falling in a dream means you try to escape reality. Or you have no control, or both probably. He has no control over his children, he has no control over his wife. So that's probably he sees aliens. Because he's an alien, he's not from that island. So the aliens from this game are going to be Mexicans probably. Yeah, Mexicans are not from the United States, right? So that makes them also aliens. They're not from that island. It's beautiful, right? And there's even a mission that the one Trevor is talking to someone with, yeah, my family has been here for 200 and so many years. Yeah, and then you kill off Mexicans in that mission. Hey guys, sorry for the interruption, but I was wrong. Trevor didn't kill them, he saved them. And he saved those aliens. And at the hippie camp they say, save us. And you got another, yeah, you got us. That means that perspective that I told you before, that square with the dot in it, that it comes back at, some look to the left, some look to the right, the answer is right in front of us. And by us, by us, by us. I know this game is hard to understand, guys, with those small, yeah, those small different perspectives of the same word. And I got to tell you guys, Epsilonism talks about trees talk, but you got trees and the number 3, right? I think trees talk, the number 3 talks. I will later show what I mean with that. The number 3 is important. If you mirror a tree, guys, you get an 8. So yeah, I think it is important, guys, the number 3 and the number 8, all the numbers probably, but yeah, trees talk, the number 3, you know, it's all small, it's very small, you know, very small difference. Yeah, so let's get on with it. Yeah, guys, these are the real aliens. They mess with, yeah, they're making fun of it. Those aliens making fun of you, making fun of the mystery. And that one shape, I mean those sequences of shapes, guys, all around in a circle, going in circles. They are smart, guys. They are so smart. I cannot express myself how smart they are. Going in circles, guys. Jesus, this is beautiful. They have done it good. They really done it good this time. This is rare. I don't think that GTA 6 is going to have a mystery. It's just back normal. How realistic can you go in GTA 6? Yeah. Just wait a few more years, guys, and then we know. It is not going to have a mystery. I'm sure of that. This is the only game to celebrate the idea. Probably the mystery is probably because the community made up Bigfoot a few years with the CJ version. They made up Bigfoot. You know that Bigfoot is not real. You know that. Yeah. So that's probably why they have made this mystery, because they know that you believe in mysteries. It is so popular that the things that we cannot comprehend, we're going to make mysteries of it. So may you put it rationally, Bigfoot is not real. You know that. Loch Ness, Nessie, guys, is not real. It was a guy who has made some kind of a dragon and put it on the water of that lake. Yeah, it's a guy. That's mysteries, guys. They always, you can rationally explain them. So they point out that it is not about the mystery that is in your head. It is about rationality of the mystery. It is about science, that lab, that radio station. It's all about science. It's all about, yeah, science has all the answers. Yeah. The ghetto guys, from the hood guys, they make it sound so funny that you cannot take them serious. But I take them serious. But it sounds also so funny. So you can't take them serious. They're so smart, guys. They're so smart. Even rap music is popular in the community, right? So why don't you listen to the lab and take it serious? Because you believe in aliens. You believe it is going to be about aliens. Because they show you aliens. Those are just actually shadows of reality. Nothing more. And there are clues inside those aliens, in those drawings. I'm going to show you later how difficult it is, this mystery. Because they show you, they laugh at the hippocamp with Uranus. And they show you an alien. And the alien shows his ass to you. That clue, that alien, that drawing, guys, is pointing out to a place on this map. I'm going to show you later what it all is. This is how the mystery is going to look like, guys. But I don't figure out what you need to do. I can give you a direction that I think it is, but I'm not entirely that sure what it all is. But yeah, it is beautiful, guys. Going in circles, the infinite number 8, Mazebank Fountain. Yeah, I've done this 3 times, this video, or 4 times. I'm thinking, did I talk about Mazebank or not? Yeah. Perspective, guys. You got that mural. It looks at that one black line. The eye is connected with the egg. You look down. It's perspective. You need to look down. So I showed you how it needs to look like, the mural. And it's all about geometry. We all agree that it is right now. The mystery is going to be about geometry. And I will show you later more proof, guys, is about geometry. So that fountain, guys, it produces a blueprint map of different buildings, geometrical shapes, but also when you look at the different angle, guys, that circle is becoming an eye, really. And you got another fountain next to it, so you can make an 8 of those 2 fountains. Yeah, that's how good they have done it. You see a tree in that building, right next to the 2 fountains. You see a tree. If you mirror a tree, you get an 8. It's that hard, guys. Or I don't know, you need to see it, right? It's all about perspective. So when you look at the different angle, guys, you see that it makes an eye. Now that fountain itself is called the egg of life in geometrical shapes. Now the egg, the cracked egg, means actually the infinite debate about what came first, the chicken or the egg. We don't know that. That's why there is an 8 designed. That's why. That 8 is the infinite symbol of the circle that you think it is. You think, yeah, you cannot end that discussion, guys. It's infinite debate. But geometry can lift you off of that debate to stop the pain, guys. You cannot find an answer for that question. Stop that. Look into geometry and go into my world. It is another world hidden inside this world, guys. Cubes, hexagons, circles, it is all coming back, guys, and this is the fucking mystery. I'm going to show you how it all looks like, guys. It is in 2 parts, but I'm going to show you. So you got that hippocamp, a lot of clues, guys, at the hippie camp that people don't see. I'm going to show you. And then, yeah, you got the altruist camp, guys, which is clues about Plato. So they are connected inside, yeah, some kind of a yin yang. And yeah, how can I say you this? So the hippie camp is about you. Life is universal. We are all family of each other. Welcome, space brother. They are right. We're all family of each other. According to scientists, we are all brothers and sisters from each other. That's beautiful. The altruist camp is the opposite. They destroy life. They destroy the non-believers. That's the cave of Plato. Now, you got the altruist camp with a cave below the rock, below the jetpack symbol. I mean, shadow. It's a shadow, guys. So why is that cave under that shadow, guys? It's the cave of Plato, that small cave with that fire. That fire represents that story. So you and that cave. So the story is you are chained with others in a perspective. You can only see the shadows that people cast through that fire of objects. Doesn't matter how it looks, or yeah, it doesn't matter how it looks. You will make up for yourself what it looks like because you haven't seen reality. This is the basic idea of the mystery. You don't know how the mystery looks like, but you think of it, aliens or whatever. This is basically the idea of the cave of Plato, guys. This whole game, this whole mystery. So you see all the time these shadows. Now, one guy, if you stick too long in that cave, you have problems with seeing reality. So this is back again why people will unsubscribe from my channel, because they don't believe in the things that I show you. Geometry is going to be the key, guys. Geometry is going to be the solution to solve this mystery. I will show you later why that is. Again, so one guy gets released. He sees how beautiful it all is. He sees how beautiful the work of God is. That sun, guys, gives life to living organisms. And yeah, I'm still recording because this is important. So that sun gives life to living organisms. You know that it gives life to living organisms. Now, he sees how beautiful it is. And that's the wonder. The wonder is important to philosophy. How beautiful life is. If you stay too long in that wonder, like, oh, beautiful rainbow, and you stay, how is it possible? If you stay too long in that, you go crazy. So probably that's Ursula. So the guy came back into the cave and he tells everybody how beautiful it is outside. They don't believe him. They have stuck too long in that cave, and eventually they kill him off. And that's why the altruist camp kills off the non-believers. The non-believers don't believe in what they see. That shadow, guys, of the jetpack. It is different for each other. It is not exactly the same jetpack symbol, but it looks like it. Some people see something completely different in it. That's the cave of Plato, guys. I told you that whole camp, that whole hippie camp, altruist camp, is the homage for Plato. You see the sun. You see a lot of sun symbols, guys. Geometrically perfectly distributed. It's about geometry, but also it is about the sun. Plato believes in geometry, but the sun is his God. The sun creates life towards living organism that you perceive. Your mind perceives the beauty of God, the work of God, perceives it as things that you, yeah. How can I explain this? If you want to, yeah, this is basically also religion, but if you want to, you cannot copy the work of God. You cannot copy the good. That's how Plato calls it. You cannot copy the good because you can imitate it. If you want to honor him, if you want to make a drawing of his work, it will never look as good as reality. That's why we basically worship a religion, because we cannot imitate the work of God. It is that beautiful. But if you want to do that, guys, it will never look exactly the same. So those ideas, your mind sees a reality, but it changes in your mind because you cannot make it perfectly exactly the same. It is with dreams also. Your dreams are woozy and not sharp, right? So it is basically the same. That flower that they draw in that camp, guys, is the example how Plato says that the beauty, you cannot imitate it. That's why they have drawn flowers in that hippie camp. You cannot imitate the beauty of life. Flowers are it's easy, right? A flower, to recognize a flower. I give you 1 year, guys. You cannot recreate exactly the same. It's impossible. So that's why Plato states that flowers and the beauty of God, the work of God, is you cannot imitate it. So that's why people try to honor him by making drawings of the reality. Okay, guys, yeah, sorry for the interruption again, but I talked about the beauty of God and how you want to honor him. Now, movies, music, it's all honoring him. Now, this game is filled with Easter eggs for movies and TV series and music. That's actually basically how we honor life, right? Music is actually movie is a celebration of life. So that's why they have so many Easter eggs. Maybe in that information is something hidden, a hidden link or something for something else that you maybe need to do later. I don't know what it actually all means, guys, right now. But I can assure you guys that this is how Rockstar wants it to look like. Just by that camp, that clue that I tell you guys about the good is, basically, everything that we make, and even you do not do it consciously, but if you make a movie, guys, if you make a TV series, those conversations, it's all basically about life, right? It's a celebration of life. It's an honor to him, even though if you don't have that intention, actually, when you see it from a different perspective, it's actually honoring life, honoring him, because it's thanks to God that we have this life. And even God is abstract, guys. We don't know how God looks like. Parmenides from the academia, from before the academia, he's from before Plato. He stated that the sun, not the sun, but every globe, globish form is actually, or circular form is actually God, because it is perfect in each way, because you cannot imitate perfection. And he has more things about why God needs to look like a globe, but it is actually beautiful. We think of God as some kind of an image or a human, but these guys think that God looks circular with a God. Yeah, I know. And they show clues, guys, even about circles. When Michael is abducted, guys, he wakes on the floor. But right between that transition, guys, they show you circles. It is, it's very fine, guys. It's very, very small. You need, I want to show you this, guys, but maybe, play the mission again, guys, and enjoy that. You will see that transition between that he awakes, that blackness has circles, guys. 3, I believe. It's beautiful, guys. Yeah, let's go on. So basically, guys, that whole Altruist camp is Plato's ideas of Plato. So that's how difficult it is, right? It has been 4 years. People have been too long in that cave. It is hard to fight against the belief of aliens, because it's just a game. It is not just a game, guys. If it was that simple, it will be already solved. You got my word on that. It will be already solved. Nobody has seen aliens. Nobody. Only dead. That's negative entropy, guys. So creation of life, Epsilon talks about creation of life, and that's just in an isolated system, a cube, actually a room or a cube, isolated, a cell. Only life can exist. So increases entropy. Entropy is the second law of thermodynamics, guys. It is the creation of life. But negative entropy, guys, is ice. It's the opposite of temperature. It's that ice. Life dies, guys. That's why you got an alien, guys. We're, according to Epsilon, we're all from aliens. Yeah, you can think of that. You cannot prove that, but you can think that. So that's why you see an alien frozen in the beginning of the game, guys. Believe me, guys, the aliens are dead. Believe me, you will not see any alien. You will not see any alien. Negative entropy, guys. Life is dead. The aliens are dead. The game world is actually a cube. It's a sandbox, right? So in an isolated system, guys, entropy increases entropy, and they talk about life and creation and all that. So it all fits, right? So it's the second law of thermodynamics, guys. And yeah, I'm sure that Rockstar knows all this stuff. I'm sure they made it, they designed it. You cannot, if you try to neglect all these clues, guys, I think you will keep going in circles. And they know that. They know that. You will keep going in circles. On that same radio station, guys, they talk about education. Education, it is important. I told you already in the video before this, I told you that education is important. You have no direction without education. So those homeless people, they have no rooms, they live on the street, they have no cube, they have no direction, they have no perspective, they have no XYZ, guys. It is that beautiful. This is the philosophy of the game. And it goes that deep. It is because of that wonder, guys, about how beautiful everything is, that you can solve mysteries. So Einstein, guys, he wondered himself, how is it possible that you got Einstein in this game? So how is it possible that the planets stay in orbit? So with his mind, he traveled through all the stars and all the planets, guys. He traveled, really, he said that. I traveled with my mind through the universe, and I solved the gravity problem. I mean, that problem, the wonder about how the basic idea of the wonder, guys, how does it all stay in orbit, all the planets, is because of supergravity. That's an idea, and he worked it out with, yeah, his equations and all that, and that proof, guys, it is big. So I'm not going to talk about, I don't know, I cannot understand that. So I know a little bit of the history of all these things and how important that philosophy is for physics, and not every scientist is going to admit that. But yeah, Einstein, the most philosophist, almost every philosophist is also a mathematician, a physicist. Yeah, look it up, guys. Look it up. So yeah, this is the beauty of the game, guys. Geometry is going to give you a perspective on how to see the mystery. Yeah, and I'm going to show it to you right now.